A cell phone is something that in this day and age nearly everybody has. This small little rectangle that allows you to call and text friends and family from such far distances away that you don't need to send a postcard or use a landline. But in this day and age, with the rise of technology and how they've advanced so much, this phone right here was made 2017, and it's pretty good. And the phone that I'm using for recording was made in 2022. But the main thing is that with the rise in technology, like I referenced in my last video with social media, is that my generation is kind of taking a step back. And in terms of phones, my generation is kind of going old school. Now, I do know a couple people, friends of mine, who have, instead of continuously used their phones for streaming services, social media, YouTube, all that kind of stuff, whilst they do need to use that throughout the week, in the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatnot, they've instead decided to use a flip phone. And I'm not meaning the new flip phones from Apple and Samsung. No, I'm meaning the flip phones that were made in 1996 and even the early 2000s. Phones that the only thing that they have on them is calls, texts, and Snake. And that's something that I want to talk about, with the fact that they're going back. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, because with the fact that social media and whatnot has gotten so prevalent, that it's kind of so overwhelming that Gen Z, or just my generation, isn't deciding to that if they don't need to use their phone for anything apart from calls and texts, they're either not going to use it or they'll just get a flip phone. The only thing they need to do is switch out the SD card so people can contact them. And I think that's really good. It's something that a few of my friends also have. And so what I've decided to do sometimes, and what my friends have, is that through the week, since we need to use it for contact purposes or me just listening to music at work, we do use our phones. But on the weekend, when we don't need to use them as much, we just get out the flip phones. I need to contact them, I give them a ring. I need to text them, I give them a text. And I just don't really sit on my phone and use it too much in the weekend. Like I explained before, I, at one point in time, scrolled Instagram for 3 hours. And so I've decided to take a step back from that, and instead of just using my phone to scroll through social media, YouTube, streaming services on the weekend, I've decided to just do something different, something proactive, and if people need to contact me, at least I've got that available to me. Flip phones are so simplistic in the way that they're made or designed that it's kind of weird when you first get it, with the fact that with phones, we've got so many different apps, so many different buttons, so many bells and whistles with these things, it becomes overwhelming. Again, with all the apps and social media and streaming services. But on a flip phone, it's quite simple. And that's hard to get used to, but it's good. So I have a few friends that do this, and we've tried to convince more friends of ours to do the same. That you can get flip phones very cheap. And it's not going to break the bank, it's not going to cost you a lot of money. Like new phones like these that come out every single year, it's going to cost you at the least $500,000, at the most $1,500, because people just want the newest stuff that's the most expensive for some reason. But it's just the fact that going old school and using flip phones instead is helped us reconnect in a way. It's because it's something that was used back in the late 1900s and early 2000s. And if you're like me, who were born then and kind of grew up with that kind of a little bit, it was something that was just normal. And then iPhones came out in 2007, and that kind of changed the whole thing. But having these, using them, and just for something as simple as texting and calling, so you can detox, so you can just allow yourself to enjoy other things in life without having to worry about all the dopamine hits and all the notifications that go up on your phone. With a flip phone, the only notifications you'll get are calls and texts. And that's about it. So, I just wanted to share with you guys how going old school isn't bad. It's actually pretty good. And how been beneficial, and yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys took something out of this, and I'll see you in the next one.